Hello. We've got breakfast. This is all fucked up. Should me out of the way real quick. Let's do this. That's fine. Boom. Got some breakfast. I want to talk about loneliness. Well, I want to talk about a lot of things. Loneliness being one of them. But I guess we'll just start there because I haven't decided another topic to talk about. So yeah, so loneliness. This school bus driver is whipping it right here. It's Dunkin' Refresher. That's very sweet. I brought this just in case. They always make it so fucking sweet, dude. Yeah, loneliness. In male, I think it's mostly in male, right? I think we all know why. One second, I'm gonna still my drinks and get really loud. A little better, more water in a sec. I believe it's mostly in males, right? Because, dude, no bacon. There's no bacon. Whatever, it's still fire. My mom showed me this like Facebook reel or Facebook video post. And it was this gay guy influencer, right? He was like, ladies, no, he was like, guys, he was like, guys, just so you know, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of ladies, women from the age of 18 to 42 getting murdered by men. And he was like, but no, let's worry about the male loneliness epidemic. My mom came to me, she's like, because she's a very big advocate for women's health and women, she's a feminist, right? She just loves women, everything. And I go to her, or she goes to me, she's like, you look at this, watch this. I'm like, okay, I watched it. And I said to her, first of all, I said, how dare you show it to me? How dare you show it to me? And she was like, what? I'm like, Mom, I struggle with loneliness. Every guy does. It's like literally built into our DNA. And wow, it's still sweet. And I was like, I'm not gonna take offense to that because this is the fucking video. But I said to her, I'm like, Mom, you shouldn't disregard one thing because another thing is worse than it. That doesn't disappear the other one completely. You know what I mean? And her little delusional mind switched on. I saw it turn on. I said to her, I'm like, I said, you're a vegan, right? If you're a vegetarian or a vegan, or you say it's your job to protect animals, right? Like cows, sheep, whatever. You don't eat that because whatever reason. Oh, my abs. Oh, I hit abs at the gym yesterday, and I did it overdone, dude. Oh my god, my abs. Oh, it hurts so much. But I was like, so going back to this, right? So if you're a vegan or vegetarian, right, and you fully support, say, cows' lives or a pig life, and you don't want them dead, so you don't eat their meat, right? Chicken, whatever it be, whatever animal. But you love eating avocados, or you love eating certain vegetables. Farmers are. Farmers kill thousands of foxes and burrowing animals, and also bunnies, to help preserve the life of avocado trees so they can support your avocados. Keep that in mind, we're going somewhere with this. So I said to her, I'm like, okay, you're basically disregarding the lives of the foxes and bunnies because you'd rather save the life of a cow or a pig. And I was like, okay, so now that's where the whole paradox starts, okay? It's kind of like the train tracks paradox, right? Where it's like, would you rather save one baby or save the human being mom or whatever of the baby? It's like, who would you save if you had to kill one of them, right? Both options stink. They suck. And so I told her, I said, this is very salty. Holy crap. So good though. But so I told her, I'm like, do you ever go on that? And she's like, I just don't understand, dude. And I'm like, of course you don't. So then I had to dumb it down for her little delusional brain. I said, basically what I'm saying, Mom, is you can't just forget about one subject and like zone them out of another thing because this one's way worse than that one. X is way worse than Y. You can't do that because that's how a generational war starts, right? That's how it starts. Look at what's happening with like the male and female of like my age and like lower, like teenagers more or less. I think it all started with the Andrew Tate guy, right? Toxic masculinity. But not even that. I guess it's just like each gender started bickering with like a sibling war, right? You have women who dress very, not modestly, I don't know the words, but not modestly, right? In public, whatever. And it's like, yeah, right? You shouldn't care what people think about you, how you dress, right? Because if you have a nice body and you work hard in the gym or something, you can show it off because you work hard on it and it's your choice. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it, right? But then there's also the guys where it's like, oh, don't, what is it called? Objective? What's the word? Oh, don't like sexualize us, right? I don't know. But anyways, I talked to my mom and she's like, D, I think you should go upstairs and come back when you formulate a very intelligent response to this. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I did. I'm like, yeah, that sucks. Women get killed. But like, I'm like, Mom, I can guarantee you 80% of those kills is because of lonely men. That's not a point too. I said, I said, if you fix the lonely men, it somewhat fixes other problem. There is a really near relationship to both things. And I said to her, I'm like, men, when we get angry or we get, lonely or desperately, right? That's the hardest thing for us. We do things that we can't fathom doing ever, right? And that's what's so dangerous about men, because men can do dangerous things and it can happen any moment when we get to that point, right? So I told her, I was like, if you fix male loneliness, it fixes lots of issues, right? Sexual assault victims, sexual harassing, inappropriate public behavior, murders with females, right? Stalkers, the list goes on. Men are very dangerous people, I know. And I told her that, right? And I said to her, I'm like, if we just provide more mental health classes or something like rehab, whatever, for men, there'll be less violent acts behind the men, right? And I said to her, I'm not defending men, I'm just defending women and men. I'm giving both sides a chance. I'm looking at it with an open ear, right? And that's where I lost her. And I told her straight to her face, I'm like, Mom, you're looking at this with a very one-sided perspective. I'm like, Mom, I know you love women and you favor towards their rights and everything, but you have to understand, the reason why women are dying is lonely men. And then she hit the same thing. You should come back to when you have an actual fucking intelligent answer, D. I'm like, okay, got it, cool. So I typed that Facebook reel into ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, what are your thoughts on this topic? And then he asked the ChatGPT, it asked for my mom and I's perspective. I gave my perspective. I gave it all perspectives, so whatever. And ChatGPT said my mom has moral dissonance. All right. My mom looks at this topic with a very one-sided perspective because of trauma from past experiences with men or women, or she favors one side because of an experience she had with women, I don't know, whatever. And it said, I look at a side with very moral, like, something, not balance. I forgot what it said. But it said I have a very, like, fair like opinion about the thing. I forgot what you said. Big words though. And it said that I look at it with a very outside, like wide view perspective, right? I don't go narrow. I go, okay, this sucks, so fuck that. I go, whoa, I can see a bigger picture. If he fixes this, it fixes that relatively, because there's relationships, right? And I want to prove a point here, right? So, moral dissonance, right? There's a light on this thing. Moral dissonance is what causes these sort of arguments, right? Where you have one side where they strongly agree with this one side, right? The only reason why they do that is because they had a traumatic experience with the other side, or that side is all they've ever known. So they're just familiar with it. But I don't know. And I told her, I'm like, Mom, they've done tests before where they take a school shooter, or not a school shooter, like a mentally unwell person, man, close to my age, like early 20s, mid 20s maybe. They put him in a mental health, like a rehab, whatever, or therapy, I think. And he comes out like amazing, and he doesn't have any violent thoughts, nothing like that, because he learned where to place his anger and where not to place it, and different various things. I don't know. I feel like this gender war is just so annoying, right? Because you have one side that's like, I want attention, and then the other side is like, wait, you're getting all the attention, but what if I want attention? Thus the male loneliness effect, or epidemic, sorry. So what do? Provide more mental health, provide for more therapy for people? For people all over the country. It's tough. But if we can stop zoning out certain people, the world will be a better place. I always said since day one, if people were more understanding, we'd all get along perfectly fine. That's a fact, Jack. I'll see you later. From human to human, I love you, and you're loved not by me but other people in your life. I can guarantee you. And remember to have an open perspective on everything you look at. That's the thing too, right? If you look at things with a closed perspective, that shows that you have a high ego, because ego denies the opportunity of an open mind, right? Your ego says, I'm too good to learn about the other things I don't know about. I already know what I know, so why should I learn more? Boom. A bald spot or something? That's weird. Anyways, I love all you guys. I'm getting fat, motherfucker. I'm watching YouTube. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for eating breakfast with me. Oh, we're down 20 pounds. I'm at 140 now, which is super dope. I need to get my blood work back. I need to get my results back. I gotta find that shit now. Alright. Mia Moore, I love you. Too much. Much love. Peace out. Bye bye. Stay healthy. Bye.